All right. 2,000 years ago, Plato burned comedians and painters alike. Dear Bill Burristall, I just finished listening to the Monday morning podcast of you and a couple of painters going at each other's throats. After listening to the podcast, I took my 20-minute work break and continued my reading of the Republic by Plato. Is that what you do during your fucking break? You see what he? We got a scholar here. There was no reason to let me know that this is what you were doing. Okay, let's give you the praise. Wow. You know, with everybody glued to their laptops and their iPads and the flat screens, it's really great to see that somebody is using their 20-minute break to not only read a book, to be reading on the Republic of Plato. And that's Plato. Not the shit that you fucking, if you leave the cap off, it dries out and the game's over. It just so happens that one of the first paragraph I read was Plato essentially shitting on both comedians and painters at the same time. Now, that right there sounds like a funny fucking dude. Albeit, in the context of this page, he is talking about poets and painters of art. But if you pretend he's injecting in this argument, it's absolutely... But if you pretend he's interjecting in this argument, it's absolutely hilarious. What are the chances I'd be listening to your podcast and be reading the passages of a 2,000-year-old book at the same time? Anyway, here is the passage in question. I tried to switch the words of poet to comedian so you can get where I'm coming from. All right, now that I made fun of this guy, this is actually really interesting. And now we may fairly take the comedian and place him by the side of the painter, for he is like him in two ways. First, inasmuch as the comedian's creations have an inferior degree of truth. Oh yeah, guilty as charged. In this, I say he is like the painter, and he is also like the painter in being concerned with an inferior part of the soul, and therefore we shall be right in refusing to admit him into a well-ordered state, because he awakens and nourishes and strengthens the feelings and impairs the reasons. This is why they never used to let actors and entertainers or whatever become politicians, because they thought they could fool you. They didn't realize that that's just a public speaking trick. Make you feel your feels rather than be like, well, this guy is the host of a reality show and has had a bunch of failed businesses. Why would we want this running the country? You fucking liberal. Smash cut. One of the good ways to beat the coronavirus is to take household cleaner and inject it into your body. There's still people arguing for Trump. It's my favorite fucking... It's one of the number one reasons I wish this pandemic wasn't going, aside from fucking people living week to week, small businesses and all that good shit, is I just would be on the road and talk to Trump supporters and be like, please explain to me how you're still behind a guy who said that shit. Please. Anyways, let me continue here. As in a city, when the evil are permitted to have authority and the good are put out of the way, so in the soul of a man, as we maintain, the imitative poet, a.k.a. comedian, implants an evil constitution, for he indulges the irrational nature which has no discernment of greater and less, but thinks the same thing at one time great and at another small. This guy was a fucking idiot. This guy sounds like a conservative moron trying to shut down the arts. He is I just called Plato a moron. I did. He is a manufacturer of images and is very far removed from the truth. Wow, but politicians are, if you pick I don't know what background he wanted, more of a business background. He goes, if that shit doesn't burn, I don't know what does. Much love and stay safe. No, I didn't take that personally. That kind of just sounds like modern day rhetoric. You know what? I understood what you were saying, but I got more fascinated with this halfway through as This guy, I think maybe because he thought so logically that he just thought art was like frivolous. He wasn't into metaphors or shit like that. I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy, but that just kind of came off like a conservative pamphlet from like a week ago. But I got to tell you, I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. We had Jimmy Carter in there putting solar panels on the White House saying we were addicted to oil, keeping us out of the fucking Middle East. And then what happened? Then we got an actor in there next. He fucking took him down. Fucking sucked the fucking dick of the oil companies, and now here we are. Lazy Jay Cutler. And I'm not saying it's just him, because everybody else was doing that. Jimmy Carter was... When are they going to do the biopic on Jimmy Carter? When are they going to do that? There's no way to do it, because they'll just say it's just Hollywood liberalism. But that guy is seriously a you know, if every politician was like him. I don't know. It's why I like Bernie Sanders. I like that guy. I like guys like that, whether they lean right or left. I just like people that give a fuck. Because there's some Republicans out there that are actually talking about the little guy. And you know, it seems anyways that it's coming from the heart, not just telling people what they want to hear.